Schoology makes collecting and grading various projects streamlined and efficient. With Schoology, you can easily include student choice and allow the students to do their own differentiating. Here is an example of a unit where my main form of assessment came in the form of projects, and students had the ability to choose which types of projects they wanted to do. All of these projects met the same standards and assessed the same learning goals, but they allowed students to display their learning differently. They could do projects that were writing-based, such as creating a character journal or an event recipe. They could do artistic projects, such as creating a graphic novel. They could create film-based projects, like an interview of the author or a movie trailer for the book, but they all got submitted to the same Schoology assignment and evaluated on the same rubric. To create a rubric in Schoology, go into the settings of your assignment and edit. And under where it says Scale or Rubric, you're going to select Create New Rubric. I'll go into one that I've already started and finish it. I'll do that by selecting the rubric and then clicking on this rubric icon over on the right-hand side. We'll see that I already have 2 criteria and I already have my grading scale started on a scale of 10, 9, 7, 5. I need another grading criteria, so I'm going to hit this plus criteria button. And now I'll be able to type in my creativity and quality section of my rubric. Notice that it kept the 10, 9, 7, 5 scale that I wanted. If I wanted one of these criteria to be weighted differently, these are all individually editable. If I wanted fewer grading criteria, I could delete criteria. If I wanted to add a criteria back in, I could hit the plus sign. And all of these fields are entirely editable. So I'd be able to type in exactly what a student needed to do to get a 10 in creativity, a 9 in creativity, and so forth. Once it's saved the way I want it, I'll go ahead and hit save, and then save again. So if I click into this assignment, I'll see that one of my students, Katie Galgano, has already completed it. I'll click on her name to view her work. She submitted, let's see, just a face of Kanye West. She seems to kind of miss the mark. So I'll go up to my rubric, and in 3 simple clicks, I've graded her work, and I'll hit save. So just as simple as that, Katie now has her 15 out of 30. But what I also really like about using rubrics in Schoology is, let's imagine that the kid wasn't able to submit it to Schoology for some reason. Maybe they drew me this really elaborate graphic novel, and taking pictures of it and submitting it just wouldn't have done it justice. So instead, I'm grading their hard copy of their graphic novel. If I go over to the grade book in Schoology, okay, and here is my assignment that I was just grading. If I scroll down to Katie's, we'll see she already got a 15. We can see that she is the only one that's submitted because I have this little shortcut to the assignment submission right here in the form of that paper. But let's say that it's Megan's graphic novel that I'm grading in front of me. If I just mouse over the center of this grading column, I'll get an icon for the rubric, and there the rubric pops up for Megan. And I can give Megan her 100% on that, and now she's in the grade book with everyone else, even though she submitted a hard copy of her project rather than a Schoology copy. So within the grade book, I can grade everyone. So in this way, I find that creating these generic Schoology rubrics that can evaluate multiple assignments can really help when evaluating and grading differentiated work.